hot topics, whatever, current events. I have a lot, and they actually sort of fall in order. This happened a little bit ago, but we were talking about animals and stuff. Emma, you weren't here, but Monday we were talking about dogs and animals and stuff like that.
Yeah, were you talking about ducks?
Ducks?
Yeah, ducks.
You heard it?
I did not hear it.
Who snitched?
What do you mean, a listener?
Who's the listener? Did you got a fight? Who's listening at night?
No, but I thought it was funny.
Don't feed ducks bread.
Yeah, don't feed ducks bread.
Good for them.
Isn't it? No, wait. I heard something that said the opposite at this point.
No. They're wrong. Do not feed ducks bread.
I didn't know. I heard that you said we're going on a big spiel about it. I just thought like it has no nutritious value.
No, it's bad for ducks.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard that some duck ecosystems are dependent on it now. Like they actually need it. They've been so overfed by humans.
I cannot confirm or deny it, but I'd rather not take the chance.
That makes sense, but I don't think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, not on ducks, but a different D were Dave Bautista, who you may know as Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy, found an abused puppy, adopted her, and is sending a $5,000 reward to whoever has information on the puppy's abuse, which I was like, aw.
Oh my gosh.
He wasn't even planning on adopting her. Like, he just found, like, the dog, all battered and bruised, and was already offering the reward, and then he, like, took a liking to her.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That is a very cute story.
I don't have anything. It's like I didn't have anything to say, but I did think it was cute. Now, speaking of things that are this is a brief thing that leads into something else, which also leads into something else. But the CDC now says it's safe for outdoor trick-or-treating this year.
Really? That's interesting.
For outdoor trick-or-treating.
Yeah. So, like, if you set up a table outside your house with a bowl or something? Is that what they mean?
I think they mean, like, normal, like, as long as no one goes into... Because sometimes, like, there was always one house that used to do some, like, crazy stuff back in my neighborhood.
Right.
Like, they'd turn their garage into this little interactive thing. I think that's what they're, like, saying don't do.
Maybe, like, haunted houses, too.
Yeah. Probably not that. But they did, trick-or-treating can go on as normal.
Well, shoot, and a lot of costumes have masks built in, so...
I don't know
how effective they are.
Yeah.
But it's a face covering.
I don't think your Chucky mask is CDC approved.
Valid.
Oh, I remember, like, at the beginning of the pandemic, all the crazy things that people would wear, like, instead of masks.
Mm-hmm.
They'd wear, like, like that horse mask that you can just put over your head.
Yeah.
I remember I saw someone wearing that once.
My friend has like a giant rubber fish head mask, and it is so. I don't know if that's CDC approved, but it makes your face sweat.
Oh, ew.
Have you guys seen Marshmallow around campus?
Oh my God, I did! I saw him at the game.
Yeah, Marshmallow's at every game. I worked volleyball, like almost every volleyball game. Marshmallow's at every volleyball game, every field hockey game.
Who is he?
I don't know.
Just like the real Marshmallow.
Mystery, yeah.
I was about to say, find out, people. Who is Marshmallow
And
Man?
he makes his little mask light up, and he was wearing like those app blazers, like the app state blazers that are all checkered and stuff. He was vibing.
Mm-hmm. All out.
Okay, so this leads into, for trick-or-treating, I was crying at this. I was crying at another story, too. It was just so funny to me. It was a tweeter post from some news person, and it says, "Beware," in all capitals. As Halloween gets closer, at Ben Salem Police, which Ben Salem is a town in Pennsylvania, at Ben Salem Police are warning parents to look at your children's candy before they eat it.
Classic.
That's what I thought too, but it was something else. They confiscated these snacks that look a lot like the real thing. Like the real thing being candy. I'll show you the picture in a second. All are laced with THC.
Oh my God.
I was wheezing. It was, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's at the top of my thing. I should have got the actual pictures. But first of all, I've never seen these before. They're like Cheetos, but with like THC oil infused with them. Medibles.
Wait, people are giving these away.
I don't think so. I think it's just suburban white families trying to spook their kids.
Of course it is. But I actually, that's interesting.
I was crying. I was like, dang, they're doing the old, instead of like chewing up a gumball and having razor blades inside, now it's
THC.
Yeah, you're trying to get your kids stoned. That made me laugh.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
I don't know. I don't know. If I was a child, I'm just saying those look good. Like I was like sweethearts. Dang it, I'd fall for that.
I'd fall for that.
I would totally fall
But
for
first
that.
of all, it's just so logical perspective. Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
know
not
it's
real,
like
no.
just fear tag. Who in their right mind is gonna go out there and spend probably like $60-$70
Oh yeah, those are expensive.
on
I'm
one?
sure.
Oh, those are not cheap. Because it's all
give 'em away for
it's
free.
tax. And that's what I'm saying. No one is gonna buy that and then give to random kids, which is also illegal. So
Well,
SMH.
That being said, still be careful.
It must not be legal. I'm sure what happened is the Bensalem police had confiscated these over from one person,
and then they were like,
and like let's post them in light of Halloween and make it about children somehow.
yeah, double
Yeah.
whammy.
Anyways, speaking of, we were talking about the CDC trick-or-treating. Speaking of COVID, this is local-ish news. North Carolina hospital system Novant Health, which I used to go for, that was like through my program, fires about 175 workers in one of the largest ever mass terminations due to a vaccine mandate,
Oh my gosh.
which I was not surprised by.
Was it because they won't get it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I was not surprised by because you'd be surprised how many healthcare workers are anti-healthcare. It's kind of weird. There are
Yeah.
people, I'm not going to put them too much on blast, but there are people at this university who are uncomfortable giving certain students healthcare that they need. I work at the LGBT center and I've had
Oh,
multiple
I
people tell
know.
me that.
It's
And I'm like, but then they've pointed it out. They're like, because nursing especially is very much that white girl who wants to eventually not work anymore and get married.
Oh,
Like
I
very
know.
much
Yeah.
sorry. And so I'm not surprised. They're probably all people who weren't really caring about healthcare. They just saw a paycheck.
yeah.
That's unfortunate
Yeah,
though.
pretty much.
You're not wrong.
Sorry. I know these have like non sequiturs. I'm trying to do good. I swear. Did anyone watch Law and Order?
Yeah.
No.
As though the original one is coming back to cable.
After 11 years of cancellation, they're bringing it back, NBC, for its 21st season. I know nothing about it except for the theme song. Is that the one's like dun dun
Yeah.
dun 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 dun?
The one in that vine.
Dick Wolf or whatever.
Yes, Speedweed. Isn't that also him? I think that's also Speedweed is a real person, and I believe it was for Law and Order, at SVU, Special Victims Unit. Oh wait, was that on? I don't know. All I know is
There's
that
like 4 Law and Orders.
Community
first of all.
did a parody of it, and it
Yeah.
was really good. That's like one of the best.
Oh, it's
episodes.
one of the it's fire. But yeah, I don't know much about that either. I don't really watch the show. It's just one of them shows that is never gonna go away.
I
Yeah.
thought it was still on the air. Like that was I was like, what?
Yeah.
There's still it was canceled. People still talked about it like it was kind of on the, like The Young and the Restless is still on the air. I think that's what it's called. It's like a soap opera.
Ugh.
It's been a while since I watched a soap opera.
What kind of like brain dead do you have to be to like enjoy a soap opera?
Oh, okay. Let's
You
not
just
be too
offended
mean. I'm sorry. It's like probably like older people.
Okay, but you can
Excuse
find
me,
the
my
same.
mom watches
You can
soap
find the
operas.
same value in a television show and a normal television show.
Wait, I have a question though.
Yes.
Because I grew up watching like Mexican soap operas.
Oh, telenovelas.
Telenovelas, yeah.
Yes.
Is there like a difference? I don't know if you're
I was about to
talking
say I
you're
don't
talking about
know.
the same thing?
I just know American soap operas. It's like the same plot lines. It's like, oh, dude cheated on girl, girl cheated on dude. The acting is also just like very poor. But I don't know. I don't know if it's
I feel
like,
like
that. in other
that kind of
ones.
falls into the soap opera category, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's I never really watched American soap operas or like
I don't know
sitcoms.
if I've ever consciously watched a soap opera.
I don't think
That's
I
what
think
I'm
I've seen
saying.
one
It's really
on.
something.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's really something
never
that just like
come
it pops
around.
up. and
I've
you
seen
watch
one
it
on
if
a
you're
television
bored.
once.
and that's what I'm saying. You turn on the channel and you can already tell immediately it's a soap opera just by the camera angle.
Yeah,
They're
the
so
camera
funny.
angle
Like-
and like the grain. Of
Yeah,
the
and then you're like,
grain.
oh geez, what did I
Okay,
get
I'm gonna
myself
change it.
into?
Oh God.
my
Like I genuinely challenge. Like if you don't,
I think soap operas are hilarious.
I was about to say, if you think I'm being harsh, unless you're watching it for comedic value,
Exactly.
if you think I'm
They're
being
so
harsh,
funny
go
to
watch a
make fun
soap
of.
opera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I can't mend. No. Me trying to take the high road. I don't see it for soap opera, but I'm always like, I guess to each their own. I've never watched one enough to like have an opinion on it. Except for they do look visually not
They're
well
just
shot.
visually not appealing.
Yeah, they do look very cheaply made. Twitter erupted in tweets about Greensboro. Does anyone know why?
I do not.
I don't know a thing about
What's going on in the G-borough?
Apparently, fans were stuck in the lobby and outside of a J. Cole concert hours after the show should have started, which sounds like J. Cole.
I would not like that.
Has anyone ever been in a concert where they've had to been stuck outside later than the concert's actually gone for?
No.
No.
I was about to say I've actually had only good experiences with concerts.
Yeah.
Well, all my concerts are small, so
I was about to say that too. Like I'm usually in a pretty small venue. The biggest venue I've been in is like Red Hat.
Yeah, same.
I went to Spectrum Center once.
I've been to PNC once.
Yeah,
PNC is usually good.
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah, they have to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the
no
standards.
choice.
Yeah, that was. I thought it was funny. I knew when I saw Greensboro, I'm like, Greensboro was only ever trended on Twitter because of Greensboro Coliseum, because it's like one of the biggest venues in the country. I did not know that. It is one of.
It's pretty big. Yeah.
It's huge, and I think it's at least one of the largest in the state. Maybe I got that mixed up, but I remember. I think the last time it trended was like years ago when Tyler the Creator did a concert there, and he was wearing that yellow wig, that like blonde wig. Did anyone see that?
Yeah. Igor.
I was confused because I didn't know, because I don't follow Tyler the Creator, and I just see like multiple people, this man in a blonde wig on people's Snapchat stories. I'm like, what is going on? Who is this?
Legendary.
Okay, the last one that I thought was funny was, and then we'll cut to break. I know we're kind of going a little later, but I wanted to get this all out. A headline, just the context makes no sense. No, Grimes didn't kiss Noah Centineo in Olive Garden.
What?
There was
Olive Garden.
So Grimes.
Olive
That
Garden
sounds like a soap opera.
Yeah, would
right
Grimes even be in an Olive Garden?
Well,
That's
yeah,
such a strange.
she'd be licking the seats or something. She's a little weirdo. She just, her and Elon Musk split up.
Yeah, I know that. I did see that.
It was a Twitter
Who saw
hoax.
that coming?
I did. Call me Raven. I'm psychic. There was a Twitter hoax that and then people started sharing it as if it was real, and apparently one news line thought it was relevant enough to clarify that it wasn't real, guys. Noah Centineo did not kiss Grimes, at least not in an Olive Garden.
Bummer.
In a Home Depot, maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that was well, I don't have any cool sound music to be like, "Brr, brr, brr, that was all the hot topics," but
What?
hot topics. Okay, we're gonna be right back for a quick break, and we will continue. I have a little, I wouldn't say a game, but a little interactive thing that we're all gonna be doing here on the morning app.
The morning app on 90.5 WASU.
The morning app on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
.5 WASU. I sound so nice and crisp here on the morning app. Hi, I'm Peter.
Mary.
I'm Ben.
And Emma.
You heard my voice in the break. It's World College Radio Day on October 1st. And that leads me into something, I produced that a few days ago. And I produced two different examples of material, one that's going to be playing on World College Radio Day, and then one that's kind of like a promotional, hey, it's happening on Friday. But one thing that you need to learn as a DJ is how to exercise your voice. You have vocal exercises. I'm not going to do the Sharpay Evans, I can't even do it. But NPR did this video. I watched it in my podcasting class with Allison Dyke, I believe you say her last name as. Hey, Allison. She's listened to the show a few times because she recognized me, and I was like, hi. So she's listening. I am using your material. NPR released this little video 4 years ago of exercises to do to more professionalize your voice on the air or doing recorded material, and we're gonna do them. And it is.
Oh no.
That was amazing. I'm so
Yes.
excited.
This is gonna be rough.
Oh god, I do not tell them anything. I literally am like, hey guys, be prepared for something I'm not gonna explain. It's okay. So
Doing this completely blind.
So one of the ones that, oh dang, I didn't actually write what these were for. Because there's three things that people.
Maybe we can guess.
One of them had something to do with avoiding the one that we're going to be doing. The first one, it is a breathing exercise, so slightly back away from the microphone because they don't want to hear. That's all right. It's good. Okay, so
heavy breathing.
it's a way of pacing your voice. It's a way to help pace your breaths between how you speak. Like you're supposed to keep doing this, especially before you go on air, which I was gonna. Well, maybe we'll do these group practices before the air if we show up with enough time. Whatever. So it's a breathing exercise. The first one is a breathing exercise about like. Imagine dogs.
This is a breathing exercise.
So how dogs pant. So we're gonna do.
Oh, like with your full chest? And
Yeah.
like,
We're gonna do it. Yeah. But
Okay.
it's so we're gonna focus like on our clavicle area. And this is so odd.
No, I used to do this in choir.
Okay, so you know, like you do a chihuahua 1st It's like, oh
Like
god.
really fast
little-
and show.
we didn't
tiny
actually
dog.
we didn't actually do this in class, so this is the first time I'm actually doing this. So I'm gonna close my eyes. Yeah. It's like. Ben, do it. Oh, he's doing
I was doing it before y'all started.
Okay, we did a chihuahua. Now we gotta focus on our like. This is so. The people listening are probably like.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
so uncomfortable.
Click.
Imagine you turn on the radio, it's just.
Okay, the next one is a Labrador, so we focus on like our sides, like under our armpits. You should feel it expand, like even if you put your hands like right there, and it's. You're so good at this. Okay, and then the last one is you're supposed to do things for longer, but we're not. Okay, the last one is like a Saint Bernard that they image. So like. We all sound like we ran a
I feel like I
marathon.
can't breathe anymore.
Girl.
I just feel like I have so much oxygen now.
Well, do you
Feel
feel?
lightheaded.
Do you
Yeah, I feel
feel?
lightheaded.
Same.
Besides the near faint experience, do you feel like you have more airflow running through you?
Yeah, it's
I kind of feel
almost,
it.
yeah.
It's almost euphoric in a way.
I kind of feel it. So, okay. You want to talk about annoying sounds? So the next one, I bet our producer Natalie's having a field day right now. She's probably like, what are they doing? The next one is I don't know if we can do this, if you can do this, but it's specifically to prevent vocal fry. We've been very lucky that almost no one on the station has vocal fry, and vocal fry.
Think about that. I hope I don't
It's
have that.
when you talk like this, and normally people don't talk like that.
Creaky door.
But
Like, yeah.
certain syllables we might fry, and it's actually really bad for your vocal cords. Don't do it. Like if you notice you do it, it's really bad for your vocal cords, and if you are like
Yeah, I heard
really
it
regular,
is.
you'll get nodes and you'll have to get surgery.
Nose. Oh no.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
nodes.
To help practice this, it's supposed to bring your voice. When you do vocal fry, your voice is in the back of your throat, and when you want to speak on the air, you want it at the front of your throat. One of the ways to do it is I'm really bad at it, but do you know what a lip trill is?
Yeah, like, yeah.
Exactly that. And oh wow, y'all are all showing me up. Hold up. And you're supposed to go through like all the notes. Like
Yeah.
this is annoying.
Taking me back to like high school choir right now.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, so when I was in chorus, all we did was like what is it? The solfege.
Yes.
Do re mi fa. That's all we
Re,
did.
fa.
We didn't do anything else.
Really?
No.
Huh.
Okay, well we all did, and then the last one is I don't want to do it, but.
Then let's not.
Exciting.
It's the most normal. I'm just gonna explain it. The most normal
Make
one
it
is
funny.
it's to help with vocal energy because we don't. Oh, I think the first one was for vocal energy.
Is
the
it
breathing.
chanting?
No, it was reading. They gave scripted material and you're supposed to read it specifically in like really funny voices, so you can like
No, that sounds
bring the
fun.
character out. I didn't bring anything to read.
We have to make something up then.
The one that they did was a cowboy. You know, talking like a cowboy.
Cowboy.
Beans and
Southern.
rice.
Get her done.
Hey, pretty lady.
Ew. I didn't like that.
That is accurate.
Looking
That is accurate though.
Cowboys of
That is
the-
how they be like.
I've never met a cowboy, like a real one.
I was
I have.
serving at the restaurant I work at. I don't know if I should say.
No, don't say. Don't say.
Yeah. And I had this table of, they were just cowboys. They had literal
Serving
cowboy hats
gentlemen.
on.
That's so cool.
And he was
Serving
like, I want a glass of you, Emma
no.
Lou. And I was like, it was the most uncomfortable
It's
situation.
2021, buddy.
I know. Get something
Go to a
better.
Target, buy a T-shirt.
I would look at them.
Grow up.
I do not like being complimented like
Especially like
unwarranted.
that.
Yeah. I would look them up and down and be like,
Oh, I literally like, I hope that stuff happens to me, so I can have a reaction. But it never does.
Oh, how would you react?
how would Ben react?
I mean, I'm
Just
just
out
like,
interest.
I'm just a straight up realist. So.
Ben, if someone said, "I like your hair," like
No,
I
I mean
your
like
hair.
I mean in an inappropriate setting. I mean in an inappropriate setting, not just somebody.
No,
coming
I know,
up
I
here,
know.
I like your shirt.
Disrespectfully, Ben.
I like your yes, I'm here to disrespect you. I like your hair, man.
Disrespectfully, I think your hair is nice.
I had did I tell the story about the time I got hit on in the drive-thru?
I don't think you have.
Oh my god, I definitely told this on the air of the previous morning app. Sorry, I only have a selection of stories. It's all in this like Rolodex. But when I used to work at Arby's, I can say that.
We have the meats.
Oh wait, I can say that because I don't work there anymore. I had this woman hit a cougar lady was hitting on me. It was really weird because I was like, ma'am.
In an Arby's.
And it's me with the headset. Me, you can hear me. I was like, ma'am, like I really was like. She was like, "Oh my goodness, do they have other?" Because we had a 100% rating for our sanitation. She's like, "Do you guys have 100% because of your brilliant smile?" And it wasn't an old lady giving you a compliment. She was putting too much. She was like, "What are you gonna be doing after this?"
Oh, no.
I was like, sleeping. Like, ma'am.
That's so Akko Taco.
Your change is 67 cents. Have a good day.
Don't get paid enough for this.
It was weird.
Oof.
I remember I went to a cookout one time, and I was the customer, and she wasn't hitting on me, but I always remember it. She goes, "This is really weird, but you have really pretty eyes." I was like, "Thank you."
At least she prefaced it with, "This is really weird."
I mean, I'll take it. I just was like, "Can I get my shake now?"
Yeah. But like, if somebody starts off a sentence with that, I'm expecting it to be a lot weirder.
Yeah.
So I would be relieved if that's what they said.
Somebody said that to me and
Your
then
eyes?
followed it up with, "You have really nice feet."
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Weird.
You want someone to tell that to you, Ben?
Ben, disrespectfully, you have really nice feet, Ben. Ew.
There you go. Let's get that reaction.
And with that, we're gonna go to break. While you ponder that, we're gonna take a short break, and then we'll be right back to start the second half of the morning app.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU. And now back to the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
.5 WASU, the morning app back in action. We're halfway through the show. Hi, Peter Cooper here.
Hello, I'm Mary.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Emma.
Peter Cooper, articulation. We were talking about work, and Miss Mary, as I've learned, used to work at a very iconic job. I think it's iconic. I think it's a legendary
agree.
job.
Funny.
I've never
It's funny
met
to
anyone
look
who's
back
worked
on.
your position.
I worked at a mall kiosk selling gold chains. They were
cool.
not real gold. Just gonna clarify that.
Of course not.
Wow.
Were they like so fake your skin turned green?
Yeah.
I would've bought one, though.
Except I had to because I had to sell it, I had to tell people that it wouldn't. I had to lie to people.
Oh my god, did you say it was real gold?
Ooh.
You couldn't
I
say
had-
it was real gold though.
I said it was real gold plated.
Was it really
And I-
gold plated?
I'm not sure. I have no idea.
And then it just came.
Ooh.
But yeah, I got paid $7 an hour for that.
Do you have any crazy stories?
I do. Unfortunately, a lot of people would come up to me and tell me to smile more. Because I don't
sorry.
smile naturally. I can't just casually smile. I have to smile when I'm laughing or something.
Yeah.
And this kind of old man came up to me and was like, hey, you should smile more. It'll help you sell more, right? And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. and he took off his hat, and he was like, you know where I got this hat? You know who gave it to me? I was like, who? He was like, El Chapo. And like
What?
like in my surprise, I like laughed at that because I thought it was funny, and then he was like, "Yeah, there you go, smile like that."
Oh.
So it was like it turned out to be a nice experience
Okay.
Okay, well, I still think mind your own business,
for sure.
but I mean, when you can cover it up with a joke, it's a more
Yeah.
Correct intentions.
yeah.
I think.
Because
But-
Bad
sometimes
execution.
Southern, I do not understand. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to trash on the South too much, but like, I don't understand
Old-
where Southerners do
old-
not mind their business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
old people being like, smile or like, be nice or like, say thank you.
Yeah.
SMH.
I'm like,
Like, give me a reason.
I'll be like, I was like, I get my paycheck either way. I was actually very, very nice, and so I might be the exception. I'm acting all big and bold. I had a notorious. I was one of the best customer service people in our district. We had a wall of like, who compliments people at an Arby's? Who like goes out of their way to call food service and not to complain, but to say they had great service.
Who goes to Arby's?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
Sorry,
that's
I
a-
have
But
to
it
get
was,
that in
but
there.
okay, no, but you know what?
Cool to begin
You know
with.
what? That was part of the reason why we had a wall of printed compliments, and when I came back for the seasons, because I used to come seasonally when I was living in dorms, and I couldn't stay over the summer. I used to work seasonally, and the last summer I worked there, the entire wall was me, my name.
Oh,
and
yeah.
wow.
and it's
Peter
because
Cooper.
it's because of our customer base, because they were all old people. So that's because only old people go to Arby's, so that worked in my favor. They loved
The
me.
target audience.
The target audience, dude. I
Yeah.
was I knew my demographic.
Yeah. My demographic is old people too. I love my olders.
Do they? I feel like you'd be really good with old people.
I love them. I treat them like my grandparents. I
do
don't know. I just kind of immediately adopt them as soon as they walk in the room.
I miss my grandmother, but the people down here are nothing like my grandmother. So like,
I haven't seen my grandparents in a while.
Valid.
Yeah, same.
oh, that's make me sad.
Oh.
I miss my grandma. She's. I wanna make one last visit if I can't move to New York, even though I pray not. Actually, I want to make one last visit period before college ends to New York, because I'm trying to get a job there, and maybe if I get into talks with someone, I could be like, hey, well, I have family up in New York, and I can just take a little stay there and whatever. Sorry.
What I'm like picturing when you say that is like kind of what you see in like every movie. Like you go to New York with like one suitcase
Big
and
city
you like
dreams.
you talk to a stranger and you're like, do you know where I can get a job?
And they're like, you know what? I work for X and X
Exactly.
record
hired.
studios. I like your smile, kid. You're hired.
Nice attitude.
And then I become vice president of the company, like True Jackson VP.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. That'd be the. Oh god, can I get that? This is
That's like the dream.
because I'm the new VP. TRU. Not me knowing the theme song. Yo, I had to. I asked someone if they knew that show. You know what that show is?
No. I have no idea what you're talking about.
True Jackson VP with Kiki Palmer, Ashley Argota, and some guy that I
I've
didn't care.
heard
I
of it.
recognize Kiki Palmer. Love her.
Sorry, I didn't mean to slap the desk. That makes me hurt because that is like, it wasn't good, but it was legend. They're rebooting it
It
supposedly.
wasn't good, but it was iconic.
They're rebooting too many shows.
I know. I agree with what Daniel Craig said the other day.
What do you say?
He
Oh.
he said somebody said something about remaking James Bond, but with a woman as the lead, and he was like, "No, that's stupid, because there should just be new cool roles for women as leads instead of remaking all these movies
Yeah.
with like minorities and women." And I was like, facts.
I can't
Like, just make original stuff.
I can't confirm it, but Daniel Craig also hates playing, as I've heard, hates playing James Bond.
That wouldn't surprise me.
So he's probably like, yeah, they should. No woman or person of color should be subject to playing this terrible character. I think is what he's saying. But I love Daniel Craig.
Yeah, I do too.
I just mean in general reboots. Like, I don't want to see.
Some things just need to be left alone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I'm terrified of like my favorite movies and shows being given a reboot, and it is bad. it kind of just ruins
And
it.
then I'm gonna be the old bigot. I'm gonna be like,
Exactly.
Timmy, turn that off. It was better when I watched it.
Gotta watch
Timmy,
the
Timmy,
original.
turn that off. The new Fairly Odd Parents reboot.
Probably.
Timmy, turn that off.
I thought that's where you're going with it.
My grandkid down
Well, the
line.
rebooting Proud Family, and we've already talked about it, but that's one I am excited for. But I agree, 9 times out of 10, like, let's not touch, like, old. Like, there's no point. Nostalgia is a really beautiful thing to look back on, like, but.
Or like when
digging it
a
up.
movie that does not need a sequel is given a sequel.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, this isn't a bad example. I was scared that Toy Story 4 was going to be
I
bad.
didn't watch it.
I was scared it was going to be bad because I was like, it's like they're really dragging out the Toy Story thing. But it was so good. I loved it. And it was like a really good way to finish that series off.
I liked it too. That's actually interesting you bring that up because it came up in my class that I'm going to after this.
Really?
Last time, my professor was saying, he's making a joke. He was saying he went to see Toy Story 4 with his kid, and the kid was confused. And he was like, well, what's the point? And like, blah, blah. And then he was like, I don't know. I'm lost too.
That sounds like that professor.
Yeah. But Toy Story 4, it's hard for me to like remember the exact plot, but I do remember liking it.
I never saw it. I do remember them distinctly saying when Toy Story 3 came out, it was going to be the last of the franchise.
Yeah.
So that was it. Same thing with Shrek. They said that
Are
whatever
they
the last.
still doing that?
Apparently.
Wait, what?
They've
Shrek?
been
Oh,
saying
no.
there's a new Shrek for
Yeah.
several years.
Well, I don't know.
I hope there's not another one. The last one was good. That was a
Yeah.
good ending.
Honestly, I've been saying this for a minute. This is my spiel on Shrek. He should have died in Shrek 3. He should have stayed dead.
What was the third?
Wait,
what was the third one?
about?
It was like he disappeared from the fairy tale land because he didn't get the true love's kiss or something. He should have just not gotten it and disappeared. And
Was that the one where-
Wait, no, that was the last one where he like signed a contract where like
That
he
was
wasn't
Shrek 3,
born.
right?
No, it was Shrek 4.
That's Shrek 4, yeah.
The third one, I don't remember very much
Which
of.
one does he
I
turn
remember
into?
how many there
Which one
are.
does he turn into a human? Dose.
Two.
Two,
That is the best
Okay,
one.
that
That is
good.
the
Shrek
best
2 is
one.
hands down the best one.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
But
I
he
need to
should have died in
rewatch that.
Shrek 4 then.
Well,
That would have stayed dead.
supposedly
That would've
it was
been
probably supposed to be the end of it anyways, but if I've heard they're making a fifth one. I don't know why. They're cranking out everything they can with like children's
I
movies.
think the sequel I actually like the least.
The least?
The least was Finding Dory
I didn't watch it.
because
yeah, I get
because it
that.
was just like okay, we're doing the same thing. Like it was
Yeah.
different, but it was the same.
Yeah.
I still found it entertaining and like
No, me too. But
it was kind of nice to see like more of Dory's character.
yeah, that hasn't aged well though, considering
No.
Ellen DeGeneres isn't the greatest.
Yeah.
Y'all just catching on to that. I always find that always so funny that people are like, now people didn't like.
Well,
She never gave me right vibes.
yeah,
It took me
that's
forever
fair.
to even
I mean, I never
recognize
paid
she voiced
attention to
acted
her.
Dory.
Fair.
That's
I
why.
never cared about Ellen.
Yeah.
Representation in media is like my thing, so I'm always keeping up with like the latest person of interest in it. So I'm always like, that's why I was like, I've been known Ellen DeGeneres is just shady.
Whack.
But now what else? There's like a movie I'm thinking of, like we're talking about like reboots of things or like sequels to things that are years dead that I don't know. I didn't see Finding Dory because I was like, well, I'm happy with how Finding Nemo was left, so I don't need to touch it.
Honestly, yeah, good for you.
Monsters Inc. They're making that series, or is it already out? I'm not watching that.
Oh, I know.
There's the
I do
Monsters
remember that.
University or the TV show. What is
Yeah,
it?
that.
It's
It-
the
Or it's
like, Monsters at Work. Or
Monsters
Monsters
at
at
Work.
Work. That's right.
Yeah.
I've watched the first couple episodes. It's actually pretty good.
I like saw a trailer for it and I remember liking that, but I haven't gotten around to watching it.
It's just if it is that good, if it is good, maybe I'd watch it. But it's like I'm happy with the image I have of this series.
Exactly.
I
yes.
agree with that.
I'm content with it. I don't need to. I feel like I'm one of the few people who does have the self-control because everyone's like, well, I have to watch it. So I'm like, like people will complain about like reboots and stuff. Are like, why are they making this? I'm like, well, don't watch it. Like,
And the way
Yeah.
people, you watch it out of curiosity or
sure,
like
pirate
you're
it
searching
then.
for that nostalgia.
Pirate it then, so they don't get any money. I mean, I do that anyways. Now that I have Hulu, I don't always.
FBI.
But
I was about to say, Peter here encouraging.
Yeah, we just hear the door get busted down.
I'm sorry.
Sirens.
Listen. It's just too much money. All these services.
I know.
Speaking of
what do they expect me
pirating,
to do?
Wait.
Like I,
Wait. we gotta take a break.
Break time?
Yes, it's break time. Speaking of pirating, Ben's gonna go sail the 7 seas. And then Emma, Mary, and I will wrap up the show. Ben, do you have anything to say before you go?
No. Happy Wednesday.
Bon voyage, Ben.
Oh my god, it's Wednesday.
Bye. Yeah, I forgot.
Alright. We'll be right back.
These crazy college kids, they don't know what they're talking about.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU. The Morning App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
.5 WASU, the morning app is here. Hi, I'm Peter for like the 4th time.
Woohoo, I'm Mary.
And I'm Emma.
I always hate introducing myself because I'm always like, for again, it's me. Hi, like.
I always turn on like my quote unquote radio voice when I say my name. Like, I'm Mary.
Oh, my voice.
Whoa.
I have a different voice when I'm alone than when I'm like conversational in the morning. Like, you can hear me in like my DJ breaks. Like, I'm very. And next up, we're going to be talking about Torn to Pieces by Pop Evil. Great song coming up on 90.5 WASU, the app FM.
Yeah.
Not me normally, though.
I would love to be able to do like that old timey like radio voice. That's like kind of mixed with like a British accent.
Right.
And now he's got him on the ropes.
Exactly.
He's got him on the ropes. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's a farce.
Coming around the corner.
And his Bernie Sanders with the chair. Have you seen that meme?
Yeah.
I think I'll practice that in my spare time.
I watched Legend of Korra.
Legend of Korra.
Oh, yeah.
Because at the beginning they do that. There's
It's an announcer's voice.
Korra's been taken into the spirit world, and Asami has a crush on her. I don't remember what they
I actually
did.
never watched Legend of Korra. I didn't watch
Really?
Avatar until last summer.
Okay, Legend of Korra.
It's not
I've
as
heard
good
it's
as
not as good.
Avatar, but I like it still. It's different.
Just can tell the writing, like the plot they had changed like through the development of the series. Its development was crazy. Like just while it was being developed, it was not treated well by Nickelodeon.
Not a good sign.
Yeah, no, seriously.
It was like literally like through the last season on like the Nickelodeon website and not on broadcast television. Like it was not treated very well for what it's worth.
Pain.
Oof.
I had some problems with it. Like there's some people who actually prefer it.
Really?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. My friend Joe, I think my friend Joey, he has like a crush on one of the characters. Not like a real crush, but you know, like
Right.
dang, she cute. I'm like,
Asami?
no,
No, who?
Kuvira.
Kuvira?
I know of all characters. I really was like,
I'm like, I don't recognize any of these names.
she's a character in the 4th season because it's 4 seasons.
Yeah.
But Avatar, I mean, we're talking about that. Avatar. They're making
Avatar
a
again.
Netflix series that's on live action.
Oh
Pass.
no.
I don't. I
Did they learn nothing from the live action movie?
I mean, even then, it's just I don't think I can recall any time an animated something that's turned into a live action where I was like, yes, the live action one's spectacular.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What comes to mind is like Death Note, and that was
I didn't watch
so horribly bad.
Oh.
It's so nice to make fun of though. It was really funny.
I don't know if it counts because Cinderella's been a story told for ages, but the live action Cinderella wasn't that bad.
Which one?
The one that most recently came out with the dress that was like blue.
Oh,
And it was like one of the most expensive dresses ever made.
Wait.
I don't remember who was in it.
Cinderella, did she have blonde hair?
Oh yes.
Okay,
yes.
yeah. I know
Not another Cinderella story with
Yeah.
Selena
Oh, okay,
Gomez or Cinderella story with Hilary Duff.
Yeah. However many of those you can pick out.
Well, they're also making, and then they announced that they're doing, I don't remember if it's a new series or a new animated movie, some animated project from like Avatar Studios is coming as well. And
I feel like in the back of my mind, I've heard that somewhere.
it was well, the live action one no longer has like any of the original Avatar developers involved.
Oh, I did hear something about that.
And I was like, yep, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
That was the whole
pass.
thing, and then you just booted everybody out.
And it's just like there's a whole film theory sort of thing about like the Valley of the Uncanny and how things can turn like
I've never heard that phrase like that before.
I think it's
Just
called
gonna-
that, the
just-
Valley Uncanny. Well,
Uncanny
it's because
Valley.
it's Uncanny Valley. Yeah, that's sorry. It's been a minute since I've taken theater
No,
or
you're good,
film.
you're good.
That thing, Uncanny Valley, and like I just worry that like when special effects, I think there's like a similar thing with special effects, where it's kind of like you can only make them as realistic as you can when it comes to like water bending.
Yeah.
And like
yeah.
it's still gonna look weird and wrong, and the whole like fantastical element I feel like gets stripped away once you do bring it into the real world. Like something about it just doesn't feel right, especially water bending. Like that one in
Yeah.
particular. Earth bending too. Fire bending, I don't know. That it's just like a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Because when it's animated, it's meant to look like magical and
Yeah.
like cool, but seeing that in reality would not translate well.
I agree. I wanted to be a waterbender. That was my
Yeah, same.
element.
Yeah, I liked fire.
Oh my god.
I was in, yeah.
Isn't it like based? Wait, I'm thinking zodiac
I
signs
liked
right now.
when they really got into the backstory of the fire element, you know, that's when I got
Yeah.
like
Is that with the
so cool.
the dragons?
the dragons and
The
stuff
dragons
when you
was
go
cool.
in anger training.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
There's like certain.
I just thought it was beautiful. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
judging
it's
you
like
for it.
it's based on like your passion.
People who are like, "What is Avatar: The Last Airbender?" are like, "What are you talking about?" Avatar: The Last Airbender was a children's
Water.
television show that
Fire.
Air.
involves the four elements of earth, fire, air, water. It was a children's animated show, but it really didn't. I don't know. It wasn't very hokey. Like people who are like
It
college
kinda-
students will still watch it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
has a little bit of a deeper feeling to it.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people, there's nostalgia as well.
Well, it talks about like war, like legit. It takes place during a well, the like the beginnings of what could be another war after 100 years ago. Another war had happened, and it's like it's like an adventure series, and it follows.
And the storyline's really interesting.
It's really it
And
does
the
have some of the
characters are
almost the
good.
entirety of it has like
Like the
no bad
characters are
writing.
complex.
Yes,
It's it's a great show.
the first season I don't think is that great, but otherwise I think it's
From
really
then
good.
on, yeah.
Yeah.
also
They
I
kind of
really
figured
love.
out what they were doing after the first season.
Once absolutely.
It's one of those shows where like the show like acknowledges that they are kids.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are allowed to be kids.
Yeah.
They act like
Exactly.
kids.
I would if I always suggest I don't remember who from the team is a part of it, but it's not the entirety of the Avatar development team, but the Dragon Prince on Netflix. I think I might have mentioned it.
I love the Dragon Prince. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for the next season for
Ridiculously good.
so long.
It's
Never heard
developed.
of it.
It's structured
It's so
similarly to Avatar. It's really good. It's very. You were
Dragon
talking about like kids
oh,
being
I'm so
kids.
happy that you know about it.
Not many people know about it. Like I'm always like, dude, it's like part. It feels like a show.
Is it animated or?
Yeah.
Yes, but it's a different style of animation.
It's a little bit weird, like jarring at first.
At first,
but
yeah.
It's so good.
Um,
Also, like you can see it get better, like in the second season.
You could do that with Korra too. Korra too. You could do that. The first season's choppily animated, and not in a very. I don't like it. And same thing with Dragon Prince. There's a sort of choppiness to it, but
Yeah.
it gets really good. And then
Oh my gosh, the characters. I could go on and on about the dragon.
But Avatar: Last Airbender, that's a very good show. It's a very timeless or ageless show.
I think timeless was the word.
I think ageless.
I think. Well, I'm referring mainly to who can enjoy it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, ageless.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an age range that doesn't enjoy it because like little kids are like me when I was first watching it. I want to be a waterbender, and now it's like children are scarred by the memories of war.
Older, like you understand more of
the
it.
trauma behind.
The trauma, like the war.
Parents are like, I'm never watching much. They hear me talk about. They're like, I'm never letting my kids watch this.
It's like a pretty accurate representation of trauma as well.
But sure, yeah.
Very good. Very well done.
And then Korra does it too. Like
I've heard that Korra goes through it.
She does. The fourth season is.
Oh yeah.
Fourth season is about mental health. Like there's a big storyline about mental health. I try not to spoil it because I know it's not been out, but like there have been a lot of people who are always like, Korra's that like it's in my my log of things to watch.
Like the list.
So I try not to spoil it still, even though it's been out for like literally like 7 years now.
And that's fair.
Yeah, I try not to. I try to be respectful.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm sure someone out there appreciates it.
I'm sure you don't want to get spoiled by it.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
You're not gonna watch it?
No, not really.
Really? If you're I don't know. My thing would be like I'd want to watch it at least if there's a new Avatar project because I'm sure it'd be like a sequel to that.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll probably have some elements from it.
Yeah. Though I'm
Like references.
we could get into it, the Avatar podcast over here, but I'm not. The morning app. This is what a weird good conversation. I had more things planned, but that's fine.
Sometimes I'll sit back and like realize like, whoa, how long have we been talking about this?
I know.
I'm sorry. No, the only thing should be more snippy.
No, we just get into it. It's cool.
I'm apologizing to the audience.
Oh. Okay.
I'm kidding. Do we have any closing remarks?
It's Wednesday.
Happy hump day.
Oh yeah, let's try and get over that hump.
Pray for me.
The week.
That was that was an Animal Crossing quote. I'm so sorry.
Is it?
Yeah. If you talk to Sable from the Able Sisters on a Wednesday, she'll be like, "It's hump day. Let's do our best to try and get over that hump."
I haven't played them. I've been thinking of restarting my island.
No, same.
Because I haven't touched in so long. I had I ended on this and then another morning out. Did you play Animal Crossing?
I did not.
Oh god. Well, there's villagers and they all have different names and different animals.
Right.
My first 2 villagers at Animal Crossing New Horizons. And they inspired. It was literally, first of all, one of my favorite villagers. I got so lucky. I restarted it because the first ones I got, I hated. I literally saw them and I went, nope. But their names are Rocket and Rolled. Or Rock and Roll. Rock and Roll. So I literally was like, oh my god.
That's perfect.
And my island's name was Moon Song. I literally was like, I would restart. I want to restart it. Like, I don't want to restart it because I love the villagers I had. But like, I haven't touched it in over a year. And there's new Animal Crossing stuff coming out soon. So like, that's why I want to.
I hope that Brewster's Cafe comes back.
It is.
Like,
It just got confirmed to come back.
really?
Just did. Anyways,
Get back and do it.
sorry, we're delaying. 90.5 WASU. This has been the Morning App.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh.
The morning app on 90.5 WASU.